Oh yeah,
Oh my gosh.
this is part of it. This is part of it. It's think, observe, taste.
Tasty situation. That's a tasty situation.
And then once he figures it out, and then
The heels have to hit the floor first. We probably are the closest.
You all suck. Taste, yeah, just
Okay, next question.
Wow.
I hope we answered the last one.
somewhere with that.
Hey, it's Pina Colada!
Pina colada!
I'm going home.
No.
She challenged me to a duel earlier today.
Oh yeah, that's actually something I wanted to say about that.
Uh-oh.
That's how I learned about your friendship. Nazim is a great swordsman. I give him props for that.
Great swordsman.
And Cameron, don't challenge him, you'll die.
Yeah, you will.
Yeah.
Funny thing, when we were auditioning, Azim brought in swords. Yes, he literally everyone's coming in their little sneakers, and this guy right here brought in swords, and me and him we're doing chemistry reads, and so they put me and Azim together for obvious reasons. And we're doing this, practicing the scene together, and he's like, all right, so we're gonna do this, okay, and he was teaching me fake hits. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, oh no, it'll look great. And we literally had a whole I remember his, yeah. So he literally to a T, we had a whole routine set up for this audition, but it worked out. But they told me they casted Jake and Gia because it made them I don't think we were supposed to be a couple, right? I think they made us a couple because our chemistry on the audition, I think. Because I think Jonathan did mention that to me, you guys' chemistry was so big that we made it a thing. But I mean, they didn't do too much with it. We all hope for more. Sparks. Yeah, sparks, always.
Yeah. Did that answer your question, dude?
I didn't say a lot of
Hi. Hey, I'm Ken.
Hey, Ken.
So just a comment first and then my actual question. I actually liked your Bad in the Sun thing with Sierra. I liked that your character actually got to do a lot of things, minus the anniversary that I felt like you guys didn't get to do much. So I'm glad you got to do more. So that was awesome. So in Super Megaforce and Megaforce, if you could have a change or improvement of your character, what would you have done differently with your character? Or if you could be a different character in your series?
Well, I love Gia. I think Gia was cool and collective, and she was awesome in her own way. I wish she got more focus episodes. Obviously, I feel like everyone agrees, but at the same time, it kind of made her mysterious. So everyone's they wanted more. What is that? I don't know. Does she have problems? But there's something about her that I wish she showed more weakness. She has weakness, but I think if you watch from the first episode in season 1 to the last in season 2, you'll see a change where she feels with her heart a lot. You can see she smiles more, she's more heartfelt, she cares a lot. She used to be a little more stern, a little more cold, and you can see how warm she gets. So
yeah, I felt like you and Azim's character had the most character development out of it. I wish you guys all had more character development. Yeah.
I think we all had our own. I feel with the other cast, you can speak for yourself, but I think they. I want to talk for everyone. I think there's certain
Sierra's got
episodes.
this from here.
Yeah, there you go. I think there's certain episodes that they were able to go deep within their past and show weakness. Like you said, within the episode, me and Azim, we took a lot, and he'll vouch for it.
I will vouch for it. would have loved to see a little. Episode 1, there was like the beginnings of a love triangle here, and that just nothing really happened there.
Rewatch it and see it.
Yeah, she looks at him, I look at her looking at him, and he looks at the chalkboard. And just goes like, I'm about to ace this course. That was like, and that could have really gone somewhere. You know, you could have been like Goodwill Hunting, and she's like trying to get you, and you're like, no, I gotta focus on the work. And I'll be like, no, just look at me. And then she's like, yeah, I mean, kind of with Jake, but really, you know, Troy. Oh, Troy. And then that would have been like a whole season. And then Orion would have come in.
Well, she
And she would have been like, oh, a man with a job. In a spaceship.
Yeah, he got you beat.
And he's dark and moody and he has no family. Ooh, I'm going to take care of him. It's going to be this whole thing.
missionary.
I could help him.
But she gave that look to every guy on the show. And you all know that
Yeah.
look. It's that like,
Thanks for my coffee. Oh, thanks for my script.
it was the look in the lip bite. Didn't you give a lip bite to every guy?
It's lunchtime.
For it.
Okay. Thanks for the mic.
It's your turn though. It's your turn though, Andrew. Hey, what's the question? If we could be anybody else?
Oh no, if you could have changed anything in your character or improved it, or if you wanted to be a different character
Oh, to be another character. Or
in the
change your
season,
Oh, thank you. Is this for me?
what you would have done differently. You already answered your question.
You're done. We're both done.
I would just continue to just add more origin motivation for him.
Yes.
That's all. Just more motivation. Sometimes when I was reading the script, I was like, yeah, if I was this character in real life, I'd just be like, no, I'm okay. I'll just stay here. It's cool. Like I didn't feel like I had any motivation other than to save the world, and wrangle all these kids who I didn't even know.
And an explanation
I
of
was
the
like, I didn't
dream.
even know. Like, why would I
You're
care?
very
Why would
good.
anyone care? But at the end of the day, they're all amazing, and that's what they came bring to the table. Like all the personalities they brought me out. I would have changed that.
Well, Drew wanted to add a lot to his character Troy, but
They were like, nope.
yeah, our producer wanted a very military kind of sense to it. It was very strict on what we were able to do. So Drew's like I love Jim Carrey. Like he is so animated. Like everyone always in shock how whenever I say the funniest person is Drew. Like you don't believe me because in the show he's so serious, but he's the most funny. Like he's hilarious. But
They never let him fly.
yeah, they wouldn't. They're
Damn it.
but to give him credit, he gave them what they wanted, and he did wonderful at it. And that's how our show was. We had to deliver
Stick to the
as
script.
an actor.